Amen? Now, they went into the wilderness. It takes 3 days for them to forget all the miracle that God just did and has been doing for them. 3 days, they forget about it. They start grumbling. They start murmuring. My dear brothers and sisters, I don't know what your story is. Is that what you're going through? Maybe you're experiencing wilderness right now. And you have forgot all the goodness of God in your life. You forgot how you ask and you receive. You forgot all the manifestations of God. Wilderness experience. Is that what many of us are going through right now? You're having difficulty to pay your bills. You're having difficulty in your marriage. You're having all kinds of difficulties. Amen? Now, wilderness has nothing good to offer. As we see, wilderness is not a place to live. They're supposed to pass through. It's a place you pass through and not to live. But somehow, many of us will try to hang around. And that is why we continue. Instead of focusing on the one who has the power to lead us through the wilderness. We continue to linger. We continue to drag our feet. And not looking towards the mountain, the hill, where cometh our help. Amen. Our help cometh from the Lord. Psalm 121 from verse 1. Amen. David said, I will look up unto the mountain, from whence cometh my help. And my help cometh from the Lord. When you are in the wilderness, that's what you should be doing. Now, let's take a closer look at wilderness. Life in the wilderness is challenging and physically demanding. When you are in the wilderness, there are no modern infrastructure. I'm talking about physical wilderness. There is no modern infrastructure. It's characterized by extreme weather. Wilderness is characterized by extreme weather. Solitude. And you, as an individual, used to have to be alert at all times. Because anything can happen in the wilderness. Now, that's physical wilderness. And God is saying something here. He said that He said, behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? Okay. We'll look into that in a little bit. I will even make a way through the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Let's look at them one by one. God is calling us to stop dwelling in the past. He's calling us to stop dwelling in the past. He said, behold, I will do a new thing. So, stop dwelling in the past. Wherever you're going, whatever that is going on with you now, God is looking at it as a past tense. Because He has declared that He's going to do a new thing in your life. Amen. Let's look at the book of Romans chapter 4, verse 17. Romans chapter 4, verse 17. If you see that, read.
Romans chapter 4, verse 17. Romans chapter 4, verse 17. That is what the scriptures mean when God told him, I have made you the father of many nations. This happens because Abraham believed in the God who brings the dead back to life, and who creates new things out of nothing.
Okay, God bless you. Now let me read it in King James. He said, as it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations, before him whom he believed, even God, who quickeneth the dead, and calleth those things which be not as though they were. God calleth those things which be not as though they were. Amen. As it is written, I will make thee father of many nations, before him whom you believe, even God, who quickeneth the dead, and calleth those things which be not as though they were. God called the things that be not as though they were. So even though you're going through some difficulty right now, God is saying, I will do a new thing. And that has already begun. Amen. What did he say in Isaiah? We go back. He said, behold, I will do a new thing. It shall spring forth. Amen. Shall you not know it? He said, okay. It has already begun. Don't you know it? That means you have to be looking out for that new thing God is about to do. Amen.
Amen.
God is about to do a new thing. And you have to watch out for it. You have to look out for it. Amen.
Amen.
Wilderness and desert. Those are challenges of life. Maybe that's a dry period in your life.